mokan lagode ahina ase to that special guest. Ekta do Nagaland di Gordi Jawi. Everybody knows her name. She's the household name of Nagaland. Our very own Miss Grace Imnasenla Aier. Ara ekta do Naga's Broadway singer, rock star. You name the genre. Ara dai perform krina se Kekhrie Ringa. Thank you so much for joining in our conversation today.
Thank you.
Acha do tujon bhi kinya se.
Good.
Achha, so just curious, is it the first time did you screen the Ahina conversation? The first time was now, or like you know each other from before, or maybe on screen? Is it the first time on screen?
No, we have had experiences.
Yes,
I believe, yes.
Achha,
But
okay.
together it's the first time.
Together it's the first time.
Oh,
Yeah.
alright, right. So, which means that
Yeah.
Yes, actually, okay. So like entertainment industry, how has the journey been so far?
For me, it has been a roller coaster of emotions, honestly, because all the time you can't expect things to happen in your own way.
Right.
So we have to expect things to go the other way sometimes. So yeah, it's a complete package of surprises.
Yes.
For me.
How about
Well, like she said, it's like a roller coaster
Yes.
ride, but there's no substitute for hard work.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
something I've learned. And you cannot please everybody.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
the only person at the end of the day you can please is God Himself, because your gifts, whatever we have,
Yes,
is from
yes.
Him. And failure is a part of it, but it depends on how you get back up from that. That's what matters. Yeah.
Yes,
So
so-
that's all the journey has been about.
So, did you always decided to be an actor or a singer, a performer, or it just happened all of a sudden?
I don't know. I really don't have the perfect answer for this, but I started singing at an age of 3.
All right.
Yes.
That's quite young.
Yeah, and then I used to act and I used to sing in the churches, and I was always active in the church, like I've said, and even in school. So I don't know, maybe I just got into the line just like that, but yes, I always wanted to be one,
Yes.
but I never thought that I will take this as a career. So I don't know, it just happened, or did I want it to happen, or
Destined to be,
what?
I think.
That's time to be, yes.
And then,
Honestly, yeah.
Okay. So both of you, is it the same with you as well?
Well, I don't act, so
Yeah. I mean, like in way of performing.
I grew up watching our, Naga local artists on TV. You know, the Doordarshan, the famous Doordarshan that we had, and I've always wanted to sing. So started in church, and I never looked back. Quite stubborn, so I didn't look back.
Actually, church plays a very important role in
Very
pulling
much.
the talents, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so like, how would you define the work that you typically met? Be it in the acting or in your songs as well. What is the genre that you typically create?
Well, work has been a passion, which is also a hobby. So it's good to have your passion that's feeding you at the same time, because at the end, I think we have to make a living out of it as well. And it has become a consistent part of our life, I think, and we're known for it. We wouldn't want our work to define us. We want to define what we do. That's what we're known for. But that's not the only thing. I think you have family, you have other things to do as well. By default, I think I'm kind of known as the bohemian singer, so I try to incorporate a little bit of it, and with the training that I have, the music, the genre that I'm creating right now is to do with positive vibes. I kind of believe I'm a very vibe-sensitive person, so I kind of believe in all that. So you can expect a lot of hippie, boho touch in the genre that I'm creating right
Gypsy
now.
soul, right?
Yes.
So you say that we have to make a life, the living out of the work that you create. But then there are circumstances, Nagaland, where they always expect the artist or the performer to do free brand.
Nothing new to us.
Yes.
We have been performing for free for so many years, yeah.
We do that a lot.
So you can't make a living out of it, right?
Yeah.
Free run. So do you think Naga people will like the concept to change or like
Very much. Yeah, very much. Well, to start with, it's the generation gap that we have. So we need to educate people. That music is an art. It's something where you can earn from. And we're here because we did something out of the art that we have. And And I'm teaching at Musica right now. There's so many students who come in, so we get paid for it as well.
Yes.
Art should never be for free.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, you have to appreciate the hard work that we put in. We don't just wake up and start singing, or you don't just wake up and start acting. You prepare for it. And time is money as well.
Yeah.
We choose to do some shows for free if it's for charity, maybe, or maybe for funerals. Sometimes that happens. But other than that, I think it would be really good if you can appreciate art and give us fees for that, because we're making a living out of it.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Right. And then it's not difficult to always bring the work to the table. And then, right?
Music is expensive.
Yeah, that's
Very
true.
much expensive because we get to go through a lot of trainings, and like Chef said, it's expensive.
Yes,
We need to pay monthly, we need to take our admissions.
Yes.
right.
And then not only that, when we get to go and perform on a stage, we need to wear something. And
Right,
something
that's
good.
expensive.
That's expensive.
Yeah,
yes.
and people expect that from us, like starting from our makeup to our shoes. Yeah,
Yes.
so everything related to art is expensive.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, right.
That's
So, Tishandu, Nagaland, like everybody knows it. Everybody knows you guys. You guys are everywhere in Nagaland. So, itulah stardom tu kina lagi se. And then it's very difficult, right? Being observed every time. To itulah feeling tu kina se.
Honestly, okay, I'm using the word honestly so many times because I'm
that's-
really trying to be honest.
Right,
Yes. I don't want me to be noticed by everyone wherever I go, because sometimes I love to go to new market, second-hand shopping, especially second-hand
right,
shopping. And when I go there, people are like, itu asino, and I don't like that fact. And every time I go out, people would be like, people would be just gossiping like all the time. I don't know what they're gossiping about me, good or bad, I don't know, but I just don't like that all the time.
right,
I just
right.
want to be a normal person. I just want to go out without being unnoticed. I want to have that life. Of course, Nagaland is very small, come on, but
everybody
still
knows
then,
everybody.
but yes.
Yeah,
I just want to have a normal life. That's it.
right, right.
Yes.
So, like, where do the inspiration comes from regarding to work?
For me, inspiration draws in when I'm alone
Yes.
in a quiet place.
Okay, wow. Well, you're gifted for a purpose. So if you have the gift of singing, you sing. You have the gift of acting, you act. Or whatever gift you have. I think that should be inspiration enough that you have been given a gift.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
So just knowing that the Creator gave the gift to me, it's that inspires me enough to do what I do.
Discovering ourselves and
Yes.
knowing the purpose.
Very
right?
much.
So, how has the industry changed you? Because you both have been in the industry for quite some time. So, ini life do like in the whole perspective, kina change your shade to life,
For me, industry has made me the woman who I am today, determined, hardworking, and spontaneous.
That's. I'm just thankful to a lot of people I've met in the journey. I wouldn't have met if I wasn't a singer in the first place, or a teacher as well. And industry, when I say industry, I'm talking about more. I mean, both the performing arts, kasaipe, and also as a teacher.
Yes.
It has helped me to keep myself upgraded. Yeah, and I learn from my students all the time. I just love them so much. And even Tafma as well, they've been doing quite a lot.
Yeah,
for
right,
us.
right,
Yes.
right.
Yeah, so changed, I wouldn't know, it's like music and the arts and the performers, they grow together.
Yes.
So we're constantly contributing to each other and changing each other. Okay.
So we'll have some women-oriented conversations. So how does it feel to be a woman, firstly?
I feel privileged to be a woman because we create life.
Yes.
That's one thing that men can do. Of course, I appreciate men of all the things that they do, but being a woman is something very, very special. Like you get to experience the near-end moment during a childbirth and the process that goes along with it. So it's a privilege for me, and I so much celebrate that.
Yes. And actually, you have a very handsome, cute son. So yeah. And how about you, Kekhrie? How does it feel to be a woman?
I think in our Naga society, it's not as orthodox as other parts of the country. So we do have a lot of freedom. I mean, I was brought up in an environment where I was made to believe that I don't need a man, no offense,
Yes.
to live my life or to be strong. That's what my mother taught me, you know. So just to be able to be around a woman who has imparted that kind of idea to me, and that's a privilege in itself. A woman is someone who brings life on earth, and I think the world would cease to exist without women. So yeah, that's one of the number one privileges that we have. Yeah, and the freedom to wear whatever we want.
Yes,
Very
and,
much.
Yeah, I think that's the favorite thing about
Very much.
being a woman, right?
Very much.
Yeah. So, what women in your life inspires you the most?
For me, I appreciate every woman, but that kind of woman who can juggle between work and family,
Yes.
and beautifully doing everything, like not creating a gap in between anything, just carrying it off. You know, I appreciate that kind of a woman.
So yeah, and how do you even balance your life, your personal life and work? Because you're nursing a baby now,
Yes.
so I know it'll be difficult for you, right?
Very much. For me, using one's time efficiently. Time.
Right.
That is one of the major factor to have a good balance between family and work. So like, if I have to go out, I keep the milk ready. Like I would breast pump the milk before and leave it to my sister or my other family members and go out. So using one's time efficiently is very, very important, okay?
Right, right. And how about you? Like, you have your personal life as well, and your work is so chaotic. Like, it's always rush happening. So how do you even balance between it?
Well, my life is such, like when I'm busy, I'm super busy, and you know there are times I just spend the whole day doing nothing. To be honest, I think we're all human beings.
Yeah, very
right,
much.
right.
Yes, and I think even as a mother or a woman, you cannot attend to every expectations that society has on you.
Yes.
And work like household chores or any other work shouldn't have any gender except breastfeeding, of course.
Yeah.
I'm sure your
Right.
husband, you know, as far as I've seen in your posts and all, your husband helping out, taking
Very
care of the
much.
baby, because it's not just your baby.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
So I think men has also been learning to be housebands as well,
Yeah.
and taking care of, building a home. I think it takes two people.
Yes,
Yes.
very
A
much.
couple, if you're living as a couple. For me, my work also turns into my personal life sometimes. I try to balance it, but I try to be firm as well, and I talk about what I want, what I don't want, trying not to please everybody. You know, that's how I try to balance my work and personal life. Yeah.
Okay, so like you and I as a woman, like what is the biggest assumptions that you'd like to change about women?
Oh my gosh, there's so many.
Think about it.
We have a very wrong notion about independent women. Right? You can be a mother and still be independent if you have a supportive partner, or even without that as well. There are single moms or dads out there. The notion that we have is if you're 25 and above, you have to get married and have kids.
True.
Society's pressure, right?
Yes,
Oh.
we are believers, and nowhere in the Bible have I seen that we have to get married and have children. If that was the ultimate goal, then I don't think we'd be having a job or anything. We'd just stay home, get married, and have babies. A woman can, an established woman is someone who are both. One would be who's independent, who's working, not married, but takes care of the home, brings food on the table, and also is someone who is a mother who's building a home, who's building a house. Yeah, both are established women, so we need to know the definition. Both are independent women, established women. Yeah, that notion has to be there.
And as on your other side, like, is there any assumptions that you'd like to change about women? Because you've been doing so many social awareness regarding the work that you portray. It's like all social issues, right? So is there anything that you'd like to change?
That women are the weaker sections of the human race.
Right.
That's number one for me. Yes. Because I have gone through a lot of treatments as such when I was younger, especially in the society.
Yes.
So people should know that women are human beings. No, seriously, I say this out of my heart.
Right.
Like sometimes men or the society treats us like we are not human beings, that women are just confined to household chores.
Right.
Yeah, we are meant to achieve heights. We are meant to do bigger things in life. I am so blessed to have a very understanding husband. He lets me do what I want to do in life, okay? So how I wish everybody gets the same husband and the society have men who thinks like my husband, because he is, like I have said, so understanding, so supportive of the things that I want to do. So I just wish the society accept that.
Yes, right. So in the entertainment industry as well, you as a woman, there can be challenges can face Korean and
Yes, for me obviously, not getting very strong roles.
right.
You know that, you notice that, right? We women doesn't get very strong roles, not only in Nagaland.
Yes, it's
Come on, we're just starting. It's everywhere, Hollywood, Bollywood, and you name it. So that is one major factor that we are facing every day.
And then talking about other industries, Hollywood, Bollywood, like the actresses are very vocal about getting paid lesser than the men. So is it the same thing in Nagaland too?
No. Thankfully, I am so thankful to God that I get to pay the same amount as my other teammates.
All right. Which means that it's a
balance. I'm so happy about that.
So in what way a woman should uplift another woman?
There's a saying like you can't blow out someone's lights so that yours can shine brighter.
Right.
Now, if you want to shine together, you help each other out, you illuminate each other's strengths, and talk about each other's weaknesses in private if you want your friends to grow. And I think it's important to surround yourself with women who have the same ambitions as you, who don't spend so much time just gossiping about mere things, but who talks about goals and ambitions. Yeah, that way I think it's a way to really uplift each other.
Yes.
Yeah, crying with other women, sharing your happiness, good times with other women. I think that is also one thing that that is how we uplift one another.
And actually empowered women empower one another, right?
Yes, very much.
Right. Let's have some rapid fire round. It should be rapid but full of fire. Achoo. We'll go one after the other. First, Asun.
Okay.
But then please be rapid.
Okay.
Yeah. So, what's the best thing happened to you this month?
Best thing that happened to me this month? Booking my chopper tickets for Mokokchung.
Okay.
Yes.
And what about Kekhrie?
I got time to think then. Hosted 2 shows, 1 more to go tonight. So I'm having fun.
Wow. Okay. And what's the most useless talent you have?
Biting my fingernails.
This.
How? Show again.
It's so useless.
Can you please
You have to
repeat?
zoom in. This. Thank you. Hire me for that.
Yes. And who's the most recent Naga celebrity that you have crushed upon?
Naga celebrity.
Yes.
Naga celebrity.
I have one.
Please spill out.
Okay, Mar Jamir, Polar Lights. I've always loved, the way he writes, and everything. Just is an amazing person.
I forgot his name. Niselo de Maritagana violent. Nure.
Okay. And what was your first performance like? In just one word.
I was very nervous.
Memorable.
Okay. What's your guilty pleasure?
Having to eat a lot of sweets.
Okay.
Occasional wine.
I eat a lot of sweets.
What's your biggest strength and the biggest weakness?
My biggest strength is being very courageous, and biggest weakness is.
You're looking at me.
It's my biggest weakness.
Five.
Okay. Biggest weakness. What is it? Not cooking always.
Oh. I feel guilty for your husband.
But he understands. He cooks so many times. Yeah.
Okay, what about you, Kekhrie?
I think I tend to pamper my loved ones too much. So that's both a strength and weakness.
Right. Okay, if you can describe the following Naga celebrity in one word. Mango Shokre.
Oh, that jolly bolly, that sweet little girl. Not so little. Okay.
Moving on, that's your sisters.
They represent our culture. I'm just so proud of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mokokoza, Asan.
Very talented.
Okay. Zhopeni Tongwa.
Oh my gosh, beauty queen.
Arinsa, your color papa.
Yeah. My childhood BFF.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about Vire?
Hippie queen. Yes.
Okay. now we have this next game is Imitate, and you have to guess it. So the other one will imitate it, and you'll guess it. And the same goes to you too.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Pick it up.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't show her.
Okay. So. Okay. This one is interesting. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. So do I have to do it now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Josh, is it Josh?
Okay. Just with the same suit. Okay, I'm telling you. Just assume that this is the person. Boysa bro, dangor dum morom masih.
Boss Marin.
Yes. Nailed it. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, this is so easy, but I'm scared.
Okay.
So I keep back.
Hello, Bo.
Okay, one more.
Sorry, Lobo.
Okay. Okay. Chalo. This is kind of hard. Okay, so
I already don't know the answer.
this is so hard. Okay, ati alok tara beda mo dapat lagi jadi wa. Okay, na apa ni alok ina kerja. Itu foto gitu deh. Malaysia.
So many photographers.
That's what.
I don't know. Name one, I think. Atsun, I don't know. Who is-
Popong Chang.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Sorry.
Kind of hard.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just name the person, okay?
I'm curious too.
Oh, welcome to my crib. It's such an honor to have you here.
Okay.
Do it again.
Oh, welcome to my crib. It's such an honor to have you here. Marin, wila gari do sa
Her name song. I love her.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It was so much fun, right? Okay, so
That was the clue.
yeah, acting this
You should have
competition.
said like, "Wala udah Paris bra, anala clutch day
Oh,
udah
Marin ni munde siya tala namin.
Wow. It was so much fun. Okay, so acha itulah fun do ini. We'll get on with the questions. What is the weirdest thing that a fan has ever done to you?
Weird.
Weirdest.
2 or 4?
You take it first.
Weird, right? Yes.
Yes.
In the middle of a song, there was this person who literally walked up in front of the stage, and throughout the entire 3-minute song, he was like, "I love you, I love you, I love you." And it was so weird. The security didn't know what to do. Yeah, sweet and weird at the same time.
How about you?
Mine is calling me up in the middle of the night, like around 10 p.m. I usually don't take calls after 8. Okay.
Okay. So people out there, watch it out.
I will
Feel your
pick it.
tension.
So she called me saying that she is one of my biggest fans. And she told me to tell her a joke over the phone. Tagi jokes mariwile mo.
Acha.
So that was
Rati
very
ten.
weird for
Speaking
me.
of expectations,
Yes. Acha, so like again, what is the most embarrassing thing that you have experienced on stage while you're just performing?
The power went off
Okay.
in the middle of the song, and I was so embarrassed. Yeah, seriously. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, right.
I don't want to have that experience anymore.
Especially Naglindi bar.
Seriously.
Na?
She's so question mo.
that happens. Yeah.
What about you?
Well, there will be one of that bar going off, but I usually just end up singing the song anyways.
Yeah.
My heel snapped in the middle of the song, but I
Okay.
just continued
Okay.
singing. But like this
Yes,
happened.
yes.
It was so obvious.
I can feel you.
So like while performing, do you get performance anxiety? Of course, you guys are performing so much, and then stage is like that's where you belong. But do you get anxiety?
For me, when the audience is small,
Yes.
Okay.
I get anxiety. But when the audience is big,
Yes.
our spirit is boosted up for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
probably the same. The
Yes.
smaller the crowd, the more difficult it is.
Yes. So is there any ritual you follow before the performance?
I say a prayer. I make sure that I leave the house with a prayer, and after I reach there on stage, I say a prayer.
Okay. So how about you?
Sleep well. That's very important. I think as a singer, you need good sleep to work
Yes.
well. I think for everything, you need a good night's rest.
I want that now.
Yeah, warm up well. I think know what you're gonna do. Be prepared to avoid anxiety.
Yes, you're right. Okay, so do you think there is scope in industry for women as a full time? Because entertainment industry here in Nagaland, it's always part time,
Yeah.
or there's always backup plan, need backup jobs. So as a woman, entertainment industry full time though, is it important, or do you think scope is in Nagaland?
I think it's getting better now, no?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
It's an industry. Music
Right.
is an industry.
Yes.
But you need to master your art if you want to make a living out of it. Like you can be a singer, but if you don't have any form of formal training, be it diploma or degree, or well, lucky for you if you can go to a doctorate level. But it's good to have formal education so that you can even teach. I
Yes.
think I don't perform every day, but I'm teaching every day, and that's consistent income for me as well.
Yes.
So yeah, it's master your art if you want to make a living out of it.
Right. And then you are a celebrity influencer, and you have so many followers in social media as well. And Asna has been so much active. I've been talking to her son as well.
That's so sweet of you.
Yes. How do you handle the social media attention?
I just try to be me. I don't try to portray something that is not me.
Yes.
I try to keep it very original, very natural. A friend of mine told me that, Asan, you are keeping it up so well, like you're not trying to be someone else in social media, you're just being you yourself, and that is what is so important, it seems. She told me like that, and I didn't know about that. So after she told me, I realized that, oh, acha, so maybe I'm doing a good job.
Right.
Yeah.
How about you?
Well, rules doesn't make art. Art makes the rules. So to be in an environment where you are confined, I think art will never grow. And I'm not there yet. Still on my way. Be original. As an entertainer, you entertain,
Yeah.
but at the same time have your own signature, something you'll be known for even after you're gone. Yeah, so originality, that's very important. So I try to maintain that and show my imperfections as well. To the general audience, I think I can make a request to not just look at us as singers, but also, look at us as human beings who has
Yes.
flaws, who makes mistakes, who mess up on stage or off stage. We're all human beings at the end
Right,
of the day.
right.
I think we have to be kind to each other. Yeah.
So, and then being in a social media, you're just vulnerable to trolls and negative comments. And it's almost every day that we get all these comments. So how do you handle with it? How do you deal with it?
I honestly don't let it affect me.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't read my comments, especially on YouTube channel. I don't read them much. I don't read it. Like, not because I don't want to read the negative comments, but I don't get the time also.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's like, I've been living with it for years, yeah.
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 We've been living with it. Like, loko ka kaam to kehna hai. Please
Yeah.
excuse my
Yes,
Hindi.
yes,
But
right.
so, hey, don't be so serious about what people say about you. So, manula comments pramuge iman affect crowly na de.
If it's constructive criticism, you take it, you work on it. If not, you just have to ignore.
Yeah, very
Right,
much.
right, very much. And then, so do the Naga Society appreciate the work that you portray?
I
Are
believe so.
they being supportive?
Yes, very much. Yeah.
Acha, okay. And then, do you think that Naga Society were to a job as a profession? Do they consider it as an ideal job? Like I say, because Naga Society we only talk about
Yes.
doctors, engineers.
I think we still didn't reach there.
Uh-huh.
There are people who still tells me to apply for exams or apply for jobs.
Okay.
Okay?
Acha.
So I think it will take us so many years to get there.
Okay,
Yeah.
right.
That's quite a
Yeah.
common thing that happens.
Yes.
But we have parents who are getting educated as well about music. So with the admissions and the number of music schools that are coming up, the idea is changing a little bit. There's hope.
Okay. But I believe there's always a room for improvement, right?
Very much.
Yes, it's up to us to educate.
Yes, right. That's Do you encourage young audience kange itu entertainment to take up entertainment as a career? Encourage person because ajikali the entertainment industry the young audiences are blooming.
Yes, but be very wise about what you really want to do in life. I've come across a lot of young people, just because they can sing or do something,
Yes.
they wanted to be a singer or an artist in a different field. So you need to be very strong about that. Like she has mentioned earlier that one has to be polished, one needs to undergo trainings and all the stuff. So there are pros and cons in every sector. So you need to know those things.
Yes. So, and what about you?
I would like to just start with advising the parents to not force their children to follow professions they are not meant for, or force them to get into a line that they are not at all interested in. Give them space and time to recognize their talents, and everyone is here for a purpose. So don't do anything without purpose just to please people again. You can please everybody. And entertainment, again, your motive behind it. Do you just want to end up as a mere entertainer who was there for a while, or make a difference in the society? Like my friend here, she's in Dreams Unlimited, who puts out videos about social issues and everything. So they are making a difference. So entertainment has like so many definitions, I think. Yeah. So to take up entertainment, you know your purpose, know your talent. I have had some students who came to me to learn singing, and in the span of time they kind of realized that they are not meant for it. So they left halfway. As a teacher, I think I can talk about it. So parents, just don't force your kids to take up something they're not meant to. Or once you realize that, just don't discourage as well. But it's important to have that kind of conversation, what the young people want as well.
So
master your art. That's it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the entertainment industry, it's been quite some time, entertainment industry but again, it's very difficult to just survive and stand out in the audience. So ito the kinawa like
know the market, what people want, what's trending in, and do your best. I really like Alobo Naga. He is the best example so far. I think so.
Right.
Yeah. So I think that's it, no?
Yeah, that's true. To survive in the industry, is it? Well, if fame is the only thing you're looking for, then it'll be very hard because insecurities, jealousies come in. But if you know your worth, and I'd say this to a lot of people when I do my workshops. You can have thousands. We don't have a big population here, so I'm saying in terms of thousands of fans or followers. But if God isn't pleased at what you're doing, then you're a nobody. So as long as you have that in mind, I don't think nothing can easily put you down.
Yes, right. And then we see so many entertainment industry and then they'll just vanish away. Do you have any message to the young audience as well, who are struggling in the entertainment industry?
Don't just wait for the government to come knocking at your door, providing you opportunities. We are fortunate to have internet access. There's so many things you can do from the comfort of your room as well. So don't just depend on Tafma or even Alobo. There are a lot of people who approaches him, or there's some people who approaches me as well for shout out and all that. It's sweet, it's nice, but it can only take you so far. You have to toil and labor. No substitute for hard work. You have to do so many things, 70% on your own.
Yeah, and even for us, it took us years to reach where we are today.
Yes, exactly.
And still a long way to go.
So much.
We're still learning.
Yes.
Right. Okay, so as Asnaf mentioned, like life, personal life, and then work, like juggling between life, personal life and work. What message do you have for the women out there who are juggling same like every one of us between life and work? Do you have any advice for them?
The number one thing that I seek is seeking wisdom from God.
Yeah.
I pray a lot, and I'm a sinner. I am not perfect, so I need God's help. So I pray a lot. I seek His wisdom every day, and it's not easy to be a mother. Like I never was sure of this until I got married and became a mother. But now that I am one, it's overwhelming.
Right.
And so guard your heart and your mind and put God first in everything that you do. And you need to take care of your mental peace, mental health, and your peace, yes. So I think that's it, yeah.
And what about Kekhrie?
Hassan almost said everything. It's okay to break down. It's okay. You just let go sometimes. To just let go sometimes. Being a human being, you don't always have to go to the society's notion of strong women. There's so many definitions of it. You know, if you cry, you're not strong.
Right.
You know, that's not how it works. You cry because you're strong. Seek God, like she said, wisdom, right? And like I've been repeating myself so many times, but you don't have to please everybody.
Yeah, true.
Guard your heart, be mentally strong, and seek help if you need. It's okay to speak about the problems that you have. It's okay to seek therapy. It's okay to go on a holiday. It's okay to take a break sometimes.
Right.
Yeah, but a big congratulations to all the working women. And when I say working, I'm talking about not just talking about women who goes out of their home to do something. Even the ones who managing a home, building a home is not easy. You're a mother now. There's so many things. You have to be an example to your child as well. Yeah, so just my heart goes out to all of you who are balancing it so well.
Wow, that is so motivating and encouraging. And then, as we are celebrating Women's Day, what can men do to achieve equality? Because we are talking about equality this whole time, but men also plays a very important role, right?
Of course,
So
yeah.
what can men do to achieve equality?
What equality are men looking for?
I just have one word, like love the woman like you love yourself. And I think everything will be balanced.
The women were created for a purpose, and real men don't discriminate women. Yeah, as long as you have that in mind, I think everything will be balanced.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining in our conversation today.
Thank you for having us.
It was so nice having you two here in our segment. And then, men out there, please love your women. And equality to be great, but it starts from you and I. So let's make a change. And then, in alag personalities kan ahina conversations kan di tagyo, tu kan sai tagyo Hornbill TV.
Happy International Women's Day. Giving meaning to